you feel like your manifesting engine is stuck or broken? Well, it's not broken. It's just blocked. Many people try to manifest from the neck up. Affirmations, vision boards, journaling, positive thinking. But none of that works if your nervous system is still stuck in protection mode. In this video, I'm going to show you how to flip what I call the manifesting switch. A simple science-based shift that moves you from fear to creation. It's subtle, but once you get it, your manifesting will be back on track in no time. I'm Dean Whitney, Harvard Medical School trained life and wellness coach, certified neuroscience and polyvagal practitioner. I'm the author of Get Better. I've spent decades researching how human behavior, biology, and consciousness intersect. And what I discovered completely changed my life. Today, you'll learn 3 things. Why most people keep projecting the past instead of creating the future, the science behind manifesting, and a 2-minute heart coherence practice you can use to flip the switch anytime. It's a great story. It's about this devout couple. They came from church. They're all fired up about this sermon from Matthew 17:20, where Jesus said, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it'll move. The husband said, that hill behind our house blocks our view. Let's pray that it moves. So they prayed and went to sleep. And the next morning, they look out the window and the hill was still there. And the wife said, I knew it wouldn't work. And that's exactly how manifesting fails. Sometimes it might not be in your mind, but it's in the way you feel. The mind says yes, but your nervous system whispers no. We think we're sending intention into the future, but we're actually projecting our past experiences and expectations onto it. Manifesting has become a big thing on the internet. Is it magically changing the matrix, or are you reprogramming your unconscious mind to become a better version of yourself? Maybe it's both. Much smarter people than me that don't understand how consciousness and reality work. You can think of it from a quantum mechanics perspective, the famous double slit experiment that showed observation actually changes how particles behave. Now, from a neuroscience perspective, inside your brain, there's the reticular activating system, the RAS, and it's like your internal filter. It decides what you notice and what gets deleted. There's just too much information out there, right? So if you're looking for a certain type of car, all of a sudden you start seeing them everywhere. If you believe you're stuck, the RAS will keep proving it. If you're visualizing success, but your stomach drops every time you pay a bill or think about your bank account, your RAS notices your financial fear. It notices your physiology as the reality. If you believe opportunity exists, suddenly you'll see doors open that they were always there, but you'll actually see them. So it's a different science. It's the same truth. Your state of consciousness determines what you notice and what becomes possible. But it's your neurophysiology at the base of your emotions, the behaviors, and ultimately the actions that shape your experience. Whatever you believe, if you're interested in manifesting or life transformation and feeling stuck, this will help you move forward. The manifesting switch is like jumping the line between a closed heart and an open heart, right? When your heart closes, you feel tension, defensiveness, control, right? Your body moves into survival mode. And when your heart opens, you feel expansion, curiosity, love, right? That's the creation mode. Like flipping that switch, you're moving from protection to connection, where emotion, intention, and focus can finally align. Now, the closed heart, that protection mode, uses a lot of energy. It drains you. And the open heart, the connection mode, actually energizes you. So the more that we can switch into that open heart mode, the better our life's going to be. So let's experience it together, all right? So if you can, let's just pause what you're doing just for a couple minutes, unless you're driving, right? Now, place your hand over your heart. Now, think of some jerk, some person that really gets on your nerves, maybe getting stuck in traffic, or that sensation. It's like your heart's closing, right? And then you take a deep breath. Your nose, exhale through your mouth. Just imagine that breath kind of going through your heart. Bring to mind someone that you really love, you deeply appreciate, or a puppy, or a little child, or those cute cat videos, right? That feeling, that warmth in your chest, now that's something you want to create. It's real. That emotion, the gratitude blended with intention, that's coherence, right? That switch is flipping, and you can feel your heart is opening. But you can flip the switch. It doesn't really matter what's going on outside. The feeling is changing your physiology. And that's what's important. No matter what you believe, if your biology isn't aligned with it, it just isn't going to work. It's not imagination, it's biology. There's research from the Heart Math Institute that shows that heart coherent rhythms send organized signal to the brain, improving focus and intuition. In polyvagal theory, when your ventral vagus nerve is active, you feel safe and socially connected. It helps with creativity, motivation, empathy, all those things switch on. So coherence is not magic. It's really the natural operating system where fear turns off. So you'll know when the switch gets flipped, right? That micro contraction. You feel like your heart's closing. Something is triggering. It's a reflex. The fact is, the world is not attacking you. When you notice it, you can breathe and open again. Every time you do this, you retrain the nervous system so it knows that you're safe, that you've got this. Eventually, you get really good at noticing and be able to deal with things without feeling contraction. The internal sensation. Now, some things are harder than others, right? Those things where you go, oh, I feel it, but this is just really crazy, right? I always say, celebrate discomfort in the sense that it's telling you there's some stored emotional imprint, some negative baggage that you've been carrying around. And it probably is something happened early in life that you just couldn't process. If it's something where you just can't flip that switch, it's too much. Maybe it's your mother that's pushing your buttons, or it's a work situation, or it's just stressed out about, I don't know, public speaking. You start to ask yourself, like, when did I first feel that? I feel a lot of that around relationships, like wondering, oh, what's the other person? Oh, what did that? There wasn't enough emojis in that text. I wonder if it's, and then I go, you know what? That's my lonely or my alone alarm going off. And that's an old story. That's from growing up and not knowing what was going to happen in my home. And that way you can start to release bigger things, bigger triggers, and really start to expand. So the traffic light, the utility bill, none of these things have the power to change the way you feel. They're not connected to you, right? You have that power. Here's how to use it daily, okay? So when you feel that contraction, you just notice it. Don't get mad at it. Recognize it. Have compassion. It's like suffering, right? Listen to that fear, impatience, insecurity, whatever it is. Then breathe into the heart, really slow, deep. Let it go. Recall gratitude. Reconnect with your intention. Do that for 90 seconds. Do that for just a few breaths. And that's really all it takes to flip the switch. Do it before a meeting, a conversation, or when you start your day. Over time, your body learns that openness is safe, and life begins to reflect that. Your backyard might not change overnight, but you will. Maybe not overnight, but manifesting isn't about controlling the world. It's about changing your inner frequency so the world can respond. If this resonated with you, there's a link in the description. You can download the free Manifesting Switch guide. It walks you through this practice step by step. There's some journal notes and some exercises. And if you want to get deeper, you can grab my book, Get better. It's available on Amazon. And, just keep your heart open. Remember, you are a gift. Stay present. I'll see you in the next video.